Hello, welcome to RevelatorAlf from RevelatorAlf.com for Tea Time Live. Yes, I'm talking about Christmas bikers. I thought I'd do a live stream, really, just ahead of Christmas, really. I've been working behind the scenes, getting more content for early January. Also been doing lots of riding, getting out on the muddy trails and well, just getting covered in mud anyway. So I thought I'd talk a little bit about a little bit about the channel, give you a quick update, and then just talk a little bit about Christmas, because let's face it, it's just around the corner. And if you're a little bit like me, it's not really my favorite time of the year. Yeah, humbug. Right, so basically, there's been quite a bit going on the website, RevelatorAlf.com, so go and check that out. A couple of new pages been developed. There's a resources page, which I'm going to add sort of free downloads to PDF downloads, like general information, that kind of thing. So over time, that will grow, and you'll have more and more stuff on there. Right now, there are 3 downloads there right now. About January motorcycle events, 2019 this is, of course, and mainly there were UK and United States motorcycle events. Obviously I know there's lots around Europe, and I know there's lots around the rest of the world, of course, but I just didn't have access to a lot of the information, so I thought I'd just put the 2 up right now. So I think, you know, certainly if we can cover the English-speaking countries and or any others, you know. So basically what I've done is anybody can contact me via the website, and I can add it to the PDF list for each month. And also on the events page, there is a public access or publicly viewable calendar. So they're already being populated on there. So January and February is already populated. So the plan is to give this as a resource to anybody who knows, okay, they're away some weekend and they want to know, is there a motorcycle event in that area? They can click on the date and there should be a whole list of motorcycle events, you know, and it won't be, it'll be, you know, all over the globe. So obviously you're going to have to search one in your area, of course. Is it, you know, is it a foolproof method? No, it's a little bit bare bones right now, I'll give you that. But, you know, it's just started. I think in time, what I'll do, I will improve it, probably create some online database or something like that. But right now, this is about just getting the information out. And I've picked from lots of different resources right now. I gathered the information just for January and February. I haven't made a video for February, but that'll come. But the idea really is to make it more interactive, to get more and more people going to the website, sending in the details of a motorcycle event that they're aware of, and I will add it to the PDF and also add it to the online calendar as well. So you can download the PDF and then you can email it across to anywhere you want, or print it off or do whatever you want with it. Anyway, so that's the website, RevelatorAlf.com. Obviously, there's still daily blogs coming out. So I've scheduled lots of articles which I've written until the end of January now. So they were until Christmas Day. Now, the other night, I had about a week worth of just writing, and yeah, so lots going on. And so that was scheduled all the way till the end of January. We've already got content scheduled, video content for YouTube for the first couple of weeks of January, and also starting to put exclusive videos on the other platform, CocoScope, as well. And that's for adopters only. So that's that. I'm also producing exclusive content for the Patreon site. So if you want to become a patron of RevelatorAlf, there'll be more stuff on there, and certainly going into next year as well. So there'll both be video content and literature as well in some form. They'll be there. So, you know, across the 3 main platforms, I'm going to be offering different kinds of content. you'll be able to access, and most of it is all free. You know, it's just public access like YouTube or whatever. But some of it I've just kind of spent you know, quite a bit of time on it just to tailor make it to different platforms and different audiences, hopefully. Anyway, so that's that. Right, what's next on my list? Yeah, so that's what's been going on the website, right? So with YouTube, please subscribe and all that kind of stuff. Leave loads of comments in the chat as well. Oh, better turn on the chat. Did I turn on the chat? No, there we go. There we go. Oh, I've just sent a little message as well. Ooh, I'm with technology here. Right, yeah, so please subscribe to that. Leave loads of comments and thumbs up or thumbs down, you know, whatever the case may be. And also just follow me on social media at RevelatorAlf across all of them. Now, as I say, I keep on saying, I'm always honest about social media. It's not my favorite thing in the world, and I try to spend as minimal time on there as possible. I tend to, everything that I put on there is sort of auto-generated through a service called Buffer or IFTTT, if that then this, or if this then that, or whatever. So every now and again I'll just check messages, whatever, and I tend to do it once a day, or if I've got a spare 5 minutes, so I'm not constantly on it. So it's just a way of keeping sane, really. Otherwise, it's just too much to do. And also kind of gets in the way of producing content and making videos and writing, which is kind of really what I like to do. Anyway, what else have I been doing? Yeah, so the YouTube stuff, lots of stuff going on in the background, lots of stuff about trying to make the videos more appealing, more watchable, more searchable, all that kind of stuff. Now, with all this going on, you would think, well, I'm never getting out on my bike. Well, actually, I am. I'm also always daily getting out on the bike. I have to. It's just something that just keeps me on the level. So yesterday, got out, went out, got some great footage, went out on some byways near here, and yeah, really caked in mud, pretty cut up. Actually, not as bad as I thought they were going to be. I thought a lot more tractors and 4x4s would have gone down there. There were some really deep puddles, you know, but they were huge puddles, and they actually came, you know, up to, well, I'd say halfway up the engine, really. So, you know, they did, a couple of them were really deep anyway, but I managed to get through. Yeah, it was just slipping and sliding all over the place. So check out those videos on YouTube. They'll be coming out early January as well. So lots of stuff there. Yeah, slipping and sliding all over the place. And that's the thing about riding now. You know, off the trails, you know, you be jolly, isn't it, and all that kind of stuff. The season that lots of people sort of dust off because they might put them away for an early winter hibernation, I suppose. And run, yes, called Holding One. Took a video of it, but also the video screwed up for some reason. I don't know why. Yeah, did that a couple of weeks ago, and oh, hello, I've lost the signal here. No, I'm going. I don't know why. I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's happening. I'm hoping you're still with me. I've got a watch page here, and I'm not sure if it's going there. Anyway, so there you go. Yeah, so I went on a toy run, a couple of, and that was all great. But you can imagine, there's loads of fellas and ladies, I don't know, dressed in Santa's outfits, which is, you know, it's already. If I get fit, then I just have to grow my whiskey dead ringer for him. Yeah, a bit weight these days, but you know, that's the way it is. But I'm just wondering, you know, what is this fashion suddenly dressing up as Santa all of a sudden? Now I know it's a tool run, don't get me wrong, and I know the whole point is you take, was it any given opportunity, let's dress as Santa, and then all these fellas who, you know, standing outside shops or going in like this little Santa's grottos in in you know, garden centres and stuff like that, you know, and I think, oh, I know it's for the kids, don't get me wrong, but I still find it a little bit odd, you know what I mean, that a grown man would want to do that. But then again, you know, what am I to say? You know, you want to stuff your face full of mince pies, drink loads of whiskey behind the curtain, and then bounce, you know, just be farting all over the place while you're trying to entertain some kids. Yeah, not my idea of fun. I remember when I entertained my lad to a couple, and he was, yeah, they were a little bit odd, I've got to say. Anyway, but if any of you are playing Santa this season, yeah, you're all a little bit weird. No, you're not. I'm just joking. But anyway, so yeah, loads of Santa's outfits going on. Now, I don't really have an issue with Christmas and Santa, of course. But what I was puzzled by was the people wearing black Santa's outfits and black Santa hats. Now I came across these a couple of weeks ago as well, and I've seen them elsewhere. I think I've missed something. I must have missed something on the, you know, on the biker radar here. So I have no idea what this whole black Santa thing is. I don't know. Is it like the anti-Santa, the dark Santa? You know, what is it? I don't know. I'm sure there is a logical reason out there. I'm sure it's just, you know, a bit of fun, whatever. But I just didn't get it. I was just like, what's that about? Anyway, so black Santas instead of red Santas. I don't know what's going on. Anyway, so there's that. So loads of toy runs going on right now. I'm sure you'll be going out on a few yourself, wherever you are in the world. And we've had just one here. Now, I love toy runs for lots of different reasons. One, you're doing a good deed. You know, you're actually getting out on the bike and you're taking presents to, you know, children's homes or to hospitals or whatever it is. You know, it's about you as an individual going out and doing something, what's the word, altruistically. You know, you're actually doing something for somebody else and not for your own being. However, that's not strictly true, though, is it? Because you're also doing it for yourself. You get enjoyment out of it as well. It's something that you know that you can go along with other bikers and get and ride along the procession or whatever. So it is pretty cool as well. It's good fun. Loads of these, you know, toy runs going on all over the world, I suppose. And so if you got one nearby, I would definitely try and get onto them. I don't always go onto them. Depends on work commitments and everything like that. But I was able to get to this one this year. I don't think it was a world record attendance. I didn't know what I didn't hear what the official attendance was in the end. But about 3 years ago, they held. They got the Guinness Book of World Records to come and officially count the numbers or certify it or register it or whatever. That's why it's in the Guinness Book of World Records, because I don't think any other toy run in the world actually called the Guinness Book of World Records to come and adjudicate it. So that's it. Anyway, so that was it. Anyway, so toy runs, great stuff. Great for us as bikers to get together. Great reason for everybody to dress up in silly costumes and decorate their bikes in tinsel and Christmas lights and play Christmas music and all that kind of stuff, and take presents to children's homes or hospitals, whatever. All good. And it's also good to, you know, drive down the road or ride down the road, and all the roads are all closed off, hopefully. And you got lots of people, you know, on the side of the road cheering and waving and whatever. It's a good day to be a biker, and it's good PR to be a biker. You know, when you've got, you know, toy runs as well, and the same at the Easter when you got Easter egg runs as well. It's a good day to be able to do something, and also to be recognised by, you know, members of the general public, because sometimes you do get a bit of a bad reputation, or a bad rap, I should say, being you know, a motorcyclist. And all that kind of stuff. Anyway, so this leads me on to, now is the season to be jolly. Work, yeah, Christmas parties. Who's into your Christmas party? Well, those of you who are having Christmas parties before Christmas, top bananas. But I'm in one of those places where we're having our Christmas party after Christmas, actually in the new year, about 2 or 3 weeks after New Year. Now, which is great, don't get me wrong. And I'm not saying we shouldn't have a Christmas party at all now, because I know there are problems in getting places before Christmas and all that kind of jazz. But I kind of think, well, it's it's basically just a piss up after New Year, really. You should just call it a New Year's third week in January, you know, party. But anyway, that's it. But Christmas parties, we know what goes on. Everybody gets ratted, and you end up trying to, you know, shag your best mate's brother in the kitchen. That's if you're a girl, not if you're a bloke. Well, then maybe blokes do that as well, I don't know. Whatever, it depends on your persuasion, you know what I mean? Anyway, so you usually end up making a fool of yourself, and but if you're anything like me, you play a tactical one, you have a few drinks, and just before you get completely blottoed, then you do a quick and get out of there. Anybody's none the wiser, and then just throw up around the corner or something like that. That was me many years ago, not anymore. I'm a fine upstanding member of the community now. Right, so those are Christmas parties. Got lots to get to. They're all right, aren't they? I mean, you know, the problem is Christmas parties, you know, or work Christmas parties. It depends if you like the people you work with, or if you really sort of see eye to eye. Luckily, I do, so it's not a problem. But lots of people, you know, lots of people don't really want to be hanging around with the people that you work with all the time. Yeah, you want to be out doing your own thing or with your own friends elsewhere. So anyway, so that's that. Right, so this gets on to my last couple of points, which is presents, Christmas presents. What kind of biker presents do you want this Christmas? And what presents have you had in the past? And let's face it, you didn't really want them, and they're just in the bottom of a drawer somewhere and never to be seen again. So let's just adjust that a bit. There we go. Ooh, so just realised I've been quite far away there. Yeah. There we go. Right. So what kind of presents are you looking for? Well, you know, if I've got the tool shed, so I've got the workshop, so it'd be something for the workshop, I'm sure. I do need something now. Usually I do get something now. We started in our household giving each other lists of what we want. And my list is really easy every year. I just say I want nothing. And that's usually the case. I just want nothing. I don't want anything really most of the time, because I'll just go and get it myself if I need it. But it's really nice getting presents. Of course, everybody likes presents, but I just can't be all faff with the whole thing. You know, I think it's just a bit too much. It's a bit too much, you know, in your face and Christmas and anyway, that's just me. I'll just bar humbug the whole thing. Right, so yeah, so presents. Now, it'd be something for the workshop, I'm sure. It'd be something for probably the bike. Now, what I really would like, you know, when she says, okay, write down the list, I always write Harley Davidson Street Bob or something like that. That's probably the bike I'll next get if I don't get my another adventure bike the next time I update the bike. Actually, it's been over a year's time now. So it'll be 2 years. April I've had this bike, so it'll be a year after that. So I always say, you know, if you're going to get me a present I really want, I'll have another bike, or just get me an old clapped out bike that I can do up and, you know, just go off and ride, or maybe an old dirt bike or something, or an enduro bike or trail bike, and I'll just go off on my trails, you know. Just actually, that's a good idea. That's what I could say to her. Just go and buy. The thing is, she won't know what she's buying unless she just gives me the money and I go and buy it myself. See, that's a plan. I could do that. Anyway, so what presents have you had that you've been you've basically thought were great or pretty crappy? So leave them in the comments below. Let me know. And but you know, I'm sure I got a pizza hat a couple of years ago, and I was just looking, what the hell have I got a pizza hat for? It was just like a chef's hat, but in the shape of a pizza. Now, you usually get the smellies and the socks and all that, which, you know, it's useful. You know, I use that. But a pizza hat, I just didn't get it. And of course, you smile. You go, oh, it's fantastic. Yeah. What the hell am I going to do with a pizza hat? I've got stuff that I've had for about, you know, 15 years. I've never used once. It's weird. I don't know what what I'm going to do with it. But you know, you'd see the goes in the workshop in a drawer somewhere, and eventually, I don't know. You know, when I leave this mortal world, they'll, you know, be sorting out all my clutter, and they'll find presents that are still wrapped, you know, in the wrapping box, never opened, and I'll be like, oh, okay. Now, if it's you're always onto a winner with me. If it's something for the workshop, like a tool or something like that, or something for the bike, usually depends, because you know I'm going to be quite particular about what I want. So having a list is actually a really good idea now. And I thought, well, I never want anything. But if you are adamant, you are definitely going to get me something, then I put a list down. Now, also, I put a wish list on Amazon recently, and you can actually check that as well. Now, if you're really generous, you may want to actually help promote and develop this RevelatorAlf, unorthodox, I know, by helping to buy that and send it my way. But I'm also using that for other people and say, hey, look, this is what I want, this is what I might need. Now, some of it is really bloody expensive, of course it is, because it's quite high-tech stuff. But the thing is, if you really want to, you know, do the kind of stuff that I'm doing with the videos now, I need a computer that's really got a lot of processing power and everything like that. So it's kind of, this is my wish list, my Christmas list, you know, from if Santa was a multi-billionaire type thing. But, you know, I'm hoping that, you know, at some point the channel will get sponsors, and we'll get benefactors, and off the Patreon site as well, get patrons there, off the Coco Scope platform, get adopters there as well. So overall, build up the channel in 2019, and also build up all the background stuff behind the channel, behind YouTube, and also on the website, so that it'll enable me to get all this extra equipment, so then the level and the productivity can increase, and the quality can increase as well. I mean, that's the general idea. So it's not just oh, it's a wet dream list, you know, I just want all this because I want to play things. The whole point is it's that I can use it, you know, to develop the channel for the future. Anyway, so that's my Christmas list, I suppose. Well, it's not really, is it? But it's a list of sorts. So hopefully you can help with that. But I'm not expecting anything, of course. I'm just you know, just happy to keep on doing what I'm doing, and hopefully just keep on producing content that you want to watch. So again, you know, I feel really, I'm not very used to the live stream, so I'm just doing it kind of by bullet point here, really, and just trying to cover a few things just before Christmas. Anyway, so if you're watching this on replay, I know there's one person watching. I saw those 2 or 3 people watching before, but that's really cool. Thanks for watching, and please leave comments below afterwards, if you're ever watching this on a replay, all the presents that you want, all the presents that you're gonna get and you're not gonna like. Tell me about toy runs that you're going on, kind of things that you like to do, what kind of outfits you like to dress up in Christmas, you know what I mean? Whether you're a red Santa, whether you're a black Santa, please, somebody let me know what the hell all this black Santa stuff is about. I'm just completely thrown by it. Anyway, so let's know what you're up to over Christmas. Let me know what you're up to in the new year as well. That would be really cool. And well, all that's left to say is that I'm going to keep on riding throughout the winter. Yeah, I'm going to be freezing my nuts off out there. As any of you who keep on riding as well, you'll know the score. I remember a couple of 2 or 3 years ago, I got on my bike. I had to go to the nearest town, and it was a really hard frost. More, the bike was left outside. I got on the bike, and I didn't know that there was a rip in my trousers in the crotch area. So I got on the bike, rode down to 10 miles away near here, got out because I had to go to the council offices. Why do I have to go to council offices? Anyway, that's irrelevant. I'm going off on a tangent. I tried to get off the bike, and I couldn't get off the bike. My, well, not my nutsack, but, you know, just on the inside of my leg, you know, inside leg there, right on the crease there, it was stuck to the seat. It was just like you know, Dumb and Dumber moment with his tongue stuck on the pole, you know, on the ski lift pole. Exactly that. So anyway, so I'm hoping that won't happen again this year. But I'll still be riding throughout the winter, freezing my nuts off, you know, and you know, it's not so bad actually when you're riding during the day. It's actually when it gets dark. It seems to be like the lack of light. Just the temperature usually drops anyway, but that seems that lack of light just tends to, you know, make it feel really cold and a lot more closed in, and you kind of go, you know, regardless if you've got windscreen or heaters on or, you know, heated grips or whatever, you know, big thick stuff. You always, you know, you end up putting loads of layers on. You're like this anyway, and you know. But anyway, so that's it. I'll still be riding, still be making loads of videos throughout the winter as well. I'm still, as I say, I am committed to try and keep on doing the live streams as well. Hopefully to keep on doing once a week if I can. I've changed the schedule, just quickly let you know, from the 1st of January. The schedule for video uploads is I've closed it down or minimized it down to 3 times a week. So it'll be 6 p.m. on a Monday, on a Wednesday, and a Friday. That's when the uploads will take place. If there are extra videos, then I'll put them in on the Tuesday and on the Thursday. But the plan is just to start off with a regular update schedule, so upload schedule 3 times a week. I'm sure I could do more, but I just want to see first of all how it all pans out, because I want to make sure that the videos are set up properly, and also it'll give me time if I'm struggling with an idea or struggling with, you know, making a video about something, or getting out on the bike for whatever reason. You know, if there's an issue that I can't get out on the trail or something, I can't do one of my vlogs, I can't get out to an interesting place, then that'll give me time to do something else as a filler or just add to the schedule. So that's why I'm planning right now. I'm putting in videos right now, so I've got a bit of lead time within the first couple of weeks. There'll be a lot more face-to-camera stuff as well, so that's going to help out with that kind of thing. Do a lot more sort of bike and tech review stuff, a lot more biking top tips. That will continue. A few of the playlists I'm going to drop on, sort of rewording some of them as well. So there's going to be lots of changes on the channel come 1st of January. So there'll be 3 times a week for the video uploads on YouTube. So on CocoScope, there will be, I'm hoping for at least minimum 1, perhaps 2 exclusive videos per week, or it might be 1 on CocoScope and 1 on Patreon. So I'll see how that works out. But it also really depends on the website as well, the blog schedule on there, getting into getting into February really, and then also all the other stuff that I want to do. So it's going to be an intense year next year, lots of activity. I'm hoping that, you know, it'll work out, and most importantly that you'll enjoy watching the videos and you'll enjoy reading the stuff that's on the website as well. And well, you know, hopefully, you know, the winter will pass quite quickly and get out and do lots more riding and stuff, you know, without having to dress up in multiple layers as well. Right, anyway, so what else was there? Oh yes, one other thing, I suppose. Now I have been toying with starting up my winter bike project again. Now this I started about, and it's got to be nearly over a year ago now, maybe a couple of years ago now. I don't know. It's basically just a diesel bike, diesel engine bike that I wanted to. So basically the story behind was this. I bought a Honda Goldwing frame and virtually a whole bike, but no engine. My mate had that. And I bought a Kubota mini digger engine, which was running supposedly, but then I found out it wasn't running, so I had to strip it apart and put it all back together again, and new gasket, new pistons, all that kind of stuff. Then I got a BMW gearbox, a motorcycle gearbox, K75, and I wanted to stick that gearbox onto the Kubota engine. How am I going to do it? Well, I had to make adapter plates for the engine and onto the gearbox and into the clutch as well. So I sort of raped the BMW engine for parts, the transmission parts, and into the gearbox. I've got that all working together. That's all together now. So then I thought, well, okay, putting it into the gold ring frame. And I just thought, you know, I'm going to be chopping up this gold ring frame, which is really nice because it's been powder coated. And it was never going to look great anyway. Then I thought, you know what about if I just got a BMW K75 donor bike, and then because the gearbox would already fit in there anyway, all I would need to do then is just make a few brackets to hold the engine on, modify those, and Bob's your uncle. That's what I think I'm going to do if I can find one, you know, for cheap. So if anybody knows of a BMW K75 that is, you know, an MOT failure or something like that, or is still a runner, preferably a runner still, and it's still got an MOT, but it's going for really cheap money, that'll be great. That'll be ideal for this bike project. Now, just because it's the winter, I might start it, I might not start it this year, well, this winter, but this year, or 2009, I'm hoping to get a frame, and then what I might do is, if it works, then I'll start making a few videos on the progress of that. Now, when I first started the diesel bike build project, I said that it would probably take me 10 years to do it. It'd be like a Petrocelli bike. Now, any of you are old enough, there used to be an American sort of lawyer cop program called Petrocelli many years ago. I always use that term because for the 3 or 4 or 5 years that he was on TV, he was always trying to build a house. And every episode, all he'd ever be able to do was lay one brick. And he'd never lay any more bricks. So that was it. You know, this is a Petrocelli house or Petrocelli build. It's going to take me ages to build it. So anyway, stay tuned for that. As I say, I'm not sure if and when I'll be able to do it, but that's hopefully something that will come out next year as well. Anyway, so that's it for the channel. That's it for the Tea Time Live. Thanks for watching. Thanks for watching again if you're watching on the replay, and hope you all have a great Christmas. Hope you really enjoy your presents and the presents that you give and the presents that you receive. But most importantly, I hope you enjoy spending time with the people that you love and the people that you want to spend time with. And if you're working, hope work goes well and that you can get back home and enjoy some time, you know, either whatever you do, by yourself, with family, whatever. But you know, that for me is what Christmas is about. It's not about tinsel and presents and money and commercialism and everything. I know that's what makes it all go around. It's about just being with people and just enjoying each other's company. You know, food, drink, whatever it is. But just that's all you need. Well, for me, that's what I need. And a Harley Street Bob, possibly, and a few other presents. Right, anyway. Oh, and an Apple computer would be nice, you know. Oh, and a GoPro Hero4 black. That'd be good. Right. Check out the Amazon wish list. That's it. Get me that stuff. That's what I need. Right. Anyway, so hope you enjoyed this Tea Time Live. So, you know, I'll try and do more live streams. If you've got any ideas of what you wanted me to discuss, please leave them in the comments below, and I'll check those out as well as I'm going along. And I will get better at them, I'm sure, about the setup and everything like that. Right now, I remember I did a live stream test 2 or 3 weeks ago, I think it was, and I had the live chat open, but whoever it was, I think a guy from the United States somewhere, saying he was trying to leave messages or chats, and there was nothing was happening. So I don't know if that's still the case. If it is, it is, you know. But anyway, so I'll still carry on with the live streams, hopefully once a week. I'll put it out on social media like I did today, that, you know, be doing an evening or an afternoon live stream, whatever. I don't think it really matters what time I do it, because if you're watching it from wherever you are in the world, then it doesn't really matter. So you could be watching this over your breakfast if you're in the USA, or you could be a midnight snack if you're in the Far East or something right now, so, or early morning there as well, but the next day. Anyway, whatever. So I try and do more live streams. Lots more stuff coming up on the YouTube channel. Check out those videos, if you will. Daily uploads right now. Then it'll be every couple of days after the new year. Lots of stuff on the website as well. Follow me on social media, because I still, although most of it is auto-generated, I still do put the odd message out every now and again, and certainly put out notices if I'm going to be doing something like I did today. So check those out. Follow me, and just follow me, subscribe to me, whatever you do on social media, like, whatever, leave comments, subscribe to YouTube. That'd be cool. I don't think you should subscribe to live streams, can you? Don't know, whatever. Anyway, but I will catch you on the next video, I suppose, whenever that is. Have a Merry Christmas, and hope you have a prosperous and healthy and wealthy and loving New Year. Catch you on the next one, whenever that is. Cheers now. Or later. No, now. Cheers now. Bye.